Okay, I decided to start recording because they're attacking me real bad. So this is what happened. Today is the ninth. Well, it's the 10th now since it's after 12. It's like 1:32 a.m. So what happened was I went to a library. I spent 6 hours there. So I was there from like 12:20 to 6:20. What I did was I worked on my outline and I also um, updated some links that I had and a few other things, but compared to any other day, it was like simple tasks, just time consuming. So I had to spend a bunch of time on it. Uh, when I got in, I cooked. I made steak and chicken to go with leftover potatoes, mushrooms, onions, zucchini, and squash that I had. So then I come and I eat, and then I've been literally working on this. I printed this hard copy today, and I'm actually getting along. Ouch, ouch. So I'm on page 25 of 40, and there's quite a few illustrations in there, so that eats up some of the pages. They've been attacking me the entire time. It was like literally right after I ate. They got mad. I was having a glass of wine, and they were mad about that. They're mad about the lights. Like, the lights are here in the bathroom and in the living room. They're mad about it. Um, The one guy threatened me today. The one agent, he told me that if I didn't take the night off, that he was gonna start looking to kill in these other places. But we're over that. But they're saying like some of the most inhumane stuff. Why they put me in pain. Okay, not saying some of the most inhumane stuff. They're spelling and cursing. And for the longest, I was combating it. Oh, the digital journal. No matter about the digital journal. She just said the digital journal. Uh, he said I won't be talking to her that nobody want me to talk to because I told them that they've been doing the same thing to me over and over again. And they were talking about how they're gonna end up knowing that I'm in the same place that I've been in. And that I'm around the same folks that are not supposed to be around me. They're referring to the neighbors. And now they're pulling this place like, oh my goodness. My head hurts so bad. They were tearing my nose up, um, and suggesting that I was my mother. Um, I don't have sinuses. Look, a dummy. I was just thinking to myself, I know a dummy is going to say, we all have sinuses. No, I don't have a problem with mine. I don't have a condition. Um, but yesterday, after I just got out of the shower, like, and they amplified it the right way. So many things, so many different kinds of attacks take place. When it started yesterday when I got out. They gave me a shot in the bridge of my nose, and it was like a slow releasing agent that would I guess when activated clog one nostril, or and there's some drainage that's associated with it. Earlier it was coming from the nose and inside of the mouth. Um, and like I said, my head feels like it's gonna explode. My eyes have been irritated behind it. They've been putting my grandma in orchestrated dreams. They're acting like I don't exist. Imagine like there is impossible. That's another thing when I got out. Oh, it's not as bad now. When I got out, I had protruding, like lots and lots of green veins. You can see it's still a little swollen in my forearm area from the remote injections. But the veins are not showing. They said that they were trying to set me up for an attack and some other stuff and some other mess. And they were bad. They could not pull off the lie that they were trying to pull off about me, my mentality. It doesn't change. You know, I'm always fixated on what I say I'll do. And that's kind of where all the chemical stimuli comes from and stuff, you know, like it's crazy because they commit the worst attacks. Like, no energy, no dopamine. So that means like anything that's associated with pleasure from what you're doing, like they make sure, like, and then on top of that, so being drained and have to be on foot, and then they're lying about it. So you have the, I talked about this in gang stalking. I didn't get to talk about it because that's an incomplete project because of the type of interference they were running back then. But in that document, if you read it, you'll see the type of things that they do. It's such a ill assorted collection of crimes. Like, it's so many different things that they're doing at once. And you gotta think about how so much of it, for example, I'm obviously in pain right now. And I'm experiencing a lot of discomfort. This air mattress they broke. Finally, the air is starting to hold a little bit. I repaired it yesterday. But they put another hole in it. That's like they keep putting holes in the fucking air mattress to try to get me to sleep on my massage bed in the living room because they always claim that I'm with someone when I'm in that room. And they'll make this room, the space, everything about the space so uncomfortable that, you know, like I'll tend to migrate there. So I'll work in here for hours and then go to sleep in there. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. I'm obviously experiencing some discomfort, and what I'm saying about the clogging and stuff like that, and the pain that's associated with my eyes and head, that's like all you can almost consider it external. You can almost consider that external type things, you know, that manifest. If you look at me, you can tell it, you know, like my eyes are obviously like not refreshed or wide. I may or may not have a vein. You may even see my temple pulsating behind that. You can hear it in my voice. But think about what's taking place and what takes place. They just fly a bug into my shirt. Yesterday, they flew a bug, like, right, just right out of nowhere and smacked it into my face. I was so fucking mad. So, I wonder if they're doing that because the fan ain't moving. Had the fan on for not long, like maybe 3 days. Anyhow, So those can be considered external in a way. But I was going to say, think about the things that take place, the wide range of things that take place on a daily basis on the body's 12 systems. Many things of which don't have a physical manifestation. You know, other than me feeling like fatigue or drain behind it, or, you know, like, um, you don't see that there's an excessive amount of power cells being removed. There's no way to visibly see that. And sometimes it has a weird way of showing up. Molecules, keeping molecules from busting to release those things that are associated with energy. So anyhow, 11th system, skin, integumentary system. So that's skin and nails and stuff like that. The nervous system, that's a big one like that. And when I got out of the shower, they simulated throwing my shoulder out of socket. Like I went like this to throw my towel around, and they threw my shoulder out of socket. Simulated it. The nervous system and the spine. A combination, like it was another video where I was talking about in order to get a particular, like erectile dysfunction is probably what I was talking about, or something associated with one of the sex organs, you know, like the part of the spine that they attack, like L whatever, and attacking that, and they're blocking it from my memory. But it's like a combination of attacks. That's how they come up with all this stuff. It's just a combination of attacks on different parts of the systems. So while they're doing this, like I said, cursing and spelling. They're cursing and spelling. She said they'll get off her by the end of the week because they know that she's able to put everything in the same video. I was sitting here and I was contemplating whether or not I should talk about cursing and spelling, because that's actually a segment of the outline that I was working on for my last video. So I was contemplating whether or not I should touch on that, elaborate on it. And they grew somewhat concerned because they realized the more information that I put in videos like this, you know, the less concerned I become with getting the information out there. Like, these type of scientific attacks are always about shrinking the project and buying them time. I'm always on like a schedule. I'm always on a schedule. And they're trying to buy time. They're trying to buy time. They're trying to buy time. Because this week was supposed to be the last for me. So with this outline here, like, it is going to be an incomplete project. That it will be. But this outline will be available for you to read. The problem is folks don't like to read, and then you suffer your interpretation of what you read. So, you know, I talked about that in another video, just like seeing my delivery from past discussions. This is an isolated matter. It makes it really, really difficult because I'm just not going to be available. I am not going to be available. And that's just it. So these are some of the projects. Let me set up. Okay. Projects. This goes back to 2017. Pretty much since it started, you already know what it's been. Like, I spent my days at the library. I dedicate my time to this problem, this issue. That's why I say others that are, you know, claiming to be being attacked, they're going to give you those bullshit lines. They're going to say, you know, well, all of our experiences are, you know, going to be different with it, you know, according to, you know, what we can this or what we can that. And meanwhile, that's just, these are consider them props, kind of like they're not real. You could not get your ass beat in this way with science every motherfucking day. I'm talking about a wide range of things. Like in that complaint that I finished this time last year and wrote to the 6 agencies, like the back few pages like goes into detail about all the things that they do. And then if you look on my pages, of course, you'll see like the physical manifestation. So like I said, this stuff shows up sometimes. But whether it shows up or not, I'm being attacked bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, my days start late. And when they start early, I'm awake but unable to achieve anything. And then there's a lot of sleepless nights involved. And there's a lot of pain involved. And it's not even the pain that's associated with, like, they keep me so, you know, the mind is something else. Like, it had me access to the mind is something else. You get a full read on everything that exists, everything that's present. So they know how angry I am. They know that I'm mourning my relatives. And having the ability to just shut and block that off and administer chemical stimuli to keep those things from surfacing in the form of anger, like, that's something fucking else. But while you doing all that, you put me in pain too. Like, you want me to experience physical pain, but you don't want me to be able to get any type of release. Like, it's torture. I suppose I'll give you a preview. Let's see. This is an 18-minute video. We're gonna make it 20. I'm gonna show this real quick. So this is just a preview. This is 140 pages. Like I said, there's a lot of illustration. This is an isolated matter. This link, I updated when I update this. This is version 6. Like I said, when I update it, maybe it's going to be a little over 20 minutes. But when I update it, I update the link that is under Gang Stalking Paper Trail. It's my most recent post on Facebook. It's in the comments. This link is under which comment I cannot recall correctly. But you can imagine. All you need to know is where to get it. You'll find it. See stuff like this. I haven't even this is like an example of what it's like for me to brainstorm. Like incomplete stuff like this. I'll write down all the systems and not fill in what I'm experiencing with those systems yet. And probably won't. Like I said, this is going to be an incomplete project, but this will be written in a way that you can read it without a problem. No different than gang stalking. I don't know. I think with the gang stalking video, I might not. I know it's in really good shape. You know, you'll be able to read it without a problem. But I don't think I got to. No, I'm sure I didn't even get to finish editing that. These theories are incomplete too. And they'll probably remain incomplete because I haven't got a chance to consolidate all the information that's associated with it. This, when you see this big bold stuff, these were actually going to be displayed. So I was planning on like having this up and reading. You know, that's why that's written like that. So it's not necessarily a typo or anything like that. It was just supposed to be part of a display. I didn't. I was going to have a side by side originally, and this is the page that the 4 pages that I removed today. And this was just like some of the things that the neighbors have been saying. I'm going to still go into that information, but in the video. Oh no, you got this out of order. Where I showed this to y'all. There's page 15. I had it split up. I was on like page 26, almost. Hold on. The Monday, I tell you. Whatever you do, make sure you read that part right there.